All, this is Dr. Mubin Sayed. Welcome to the Cool Beans Cafe live. We're going to talk about Alcuin's turtle today. Let me just very quickly see some comments here. Trillium Lane says, "Thank you, Cool Beans Cafe, Dr. Bean. Your analysis of today's crazy meeting was most valuable." You're very welcome. Alcuin is is happy here. Um, DDS says, "Do we? So is this the uh, Alcuin reveal? I think that we will do when we'll have 1 million subscribers on the other channel, if Alcuin agrees, or at least his turtle." So DDS says, "I think it's the turtle's birthday." Interesting thought. Um, Kelly says, "Specious salutations, Alcuin's turtle." Is it? Alicia says, "Is it his birthday?" Paul is here. 10 by 7 is great, huh? That's a nice one. Turtle Day. Okay, so here is the story for John says, "Please use affinity maturation in a sentence." So today they said affinity maturation is going to happen with the current vaccine, which they were. If the current vaccines are actually not working and we need new vaccines, then affinity maturation will just be a problem. Okay, so I used it many times. So let's start. So Lisu is here. Yesterday you said Luffy licks his fur, and I read your comment that I licked the pen at the post office. Riemann, you were up to something. That has stuck to me, right? Susan says, first blooper. Sita says, "Hi, Beans." Christy says, "CME coronal mass ejection messes with the electronics." Yes. Here it says, "What do you think about the corona?" I do not know if they had. Did you see Novavax, at least in the FDA debriefing? Their representative was sitting with the back lit, and he was in the dark. This was a comedy show today. It could easily be converted into one or multiple of the Office, um, you know, Little Office, The Office episodes. Okay, so Alicia, thank you very much. All right, so here goes. A few days ago, not even days, Alcuin, you would know it better. Some weeks ago, Alcuin had said, "I need 5 names for my turtle, or I need 5 turtle names." And so I am not the best. However, my wife and children, they're the ones who decided for Luffy and Kyrie's name. My wife is the one who decided for her children's name, and so on. So she's very good at naming. So I promptly put that request to my family to say, Alcuin needs 5 name suggestions for his turtle. So now it has been about some weeks that I hear my family talking with each other. So what should be the turtle name? And then my wife calling my son saying, "How about this name?" And then they're laughing about it and thinking about it and so on. So yesterday, my wife, so I'm sure that this pet naming service, if she had it, it would be like $1,000 per name. The amount of effort and engagement that was going into it, that, "Hey, what do you think about this name, and this means this," and then they would burst out laughing, or they'll say, "No, no, mom, this doesn't make sense." So anyways, yesterday, uh, she informed me that she has chosen, actually this morning she was going out and she said, "Mubin, we have chosen names." And I said, "Okay, so what are the names?" So here are the names with their backgrounds. I was actually going to draw the turtle with that name to kind of complete the whole story and the presentation, but this FDA meeting kind of took my whole day out. So first name, Alquin, is Tali. So the first name is Tali. So Tali, and how to pronounce it? It is Tale. So Tali. So this H has to give a little sound in it. Tali. And so it is actually, so when she said the first name is Tali, I burst out laughing because it is a very funny, cute name actually. Why? Because Tali is a Punjabi word. And let me see if I can actually call her so she can introduce these names. Okay. So as usual, my wife decided to stay private about this. So the first name is Tali. Tali, the background is it is a Punjabi word. Punjabi is one of the languages that we speak. And Tali is actually a tree. It is also called Shisham tree in Urdu language. In Punjabi, it is called Tali. And it looks like this. It is called Dalbergia sisu tree. This is the Shisham wood. It is actually a very popular wood. This is the Tali tree, and it is also called Indian rosewood. Why it is funny is Tali has a very interesting uh, place in our literature. So, for example, if there is a romantic novel, they would say that she went to meet that her friend on the other side of the Talis, or Talis is the plural of Tali, or someone lives near this Tali. So it's a very common word in poetry and literature. So it's a cute word. It's a part of a romantic thing, and the rosewood is used very commonly too. So the first one is Tali. Tali. You have to pronounce this quick H in it. It's not Tali, but Tali. So ready for the second one? Where is Alquin? We were so serious about Alquin's turtles' names. Texas streamer. Treater. It's actually Tali itself. Alquin says, tell your wife to come out of her shell. Yeah, she doesn't. Alicia said, Dr. Bean is too cute. Thank you. So, first name, Tali. The second name, which we were laughing just before the other lecture, uh, her and I, the other name, and she said, I think that this is also a very cute name. And I said, what? And she spoke it, and it was so funny. That is Lali. So it is actually on par with Tali, but Lali is a word with two meanings. One is anything red and a female gender can be called Lali. And in our languages, things have gender as well. So, for example, a red chair can be called a Lali or Lal. Girls sometimes are called Lali or they're red. So, Lali is also anything red. Lali is also a beautiful bird as well that has a red chest. So, Lali is very commonly used in literature as well as a, in the literature, there are characters that are hero and heroine, and then there are supporting characters. Many times, the supporting characters' names are Lali. Many times, that is a name in there. So, Lali is the second name. And then the third name was, so Tali, Lali, and the third name was the funniest. This was uh, Kuma. Kuma. So this was a third name, Kuma. Now, what is the background of Kuma? So this name Kuma and Lali made me laugh so hard. uh, so Cynthia, Tali itself is shisham. Tree is drakht, like, but the shisham tree is called Tali, and it's very commonly used. Tali. So Doug says Koma. No, not Koma. Kuma. 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 And so, what is the background? So when she said, actually, it would be really cute if the turtle's name is Kuma. The reason Kuma is cute is that in Punjabi language, and Punjabi is my mother language, mother tongue. Uh, Punjabi language, the turtle is called Kachukuma. So this the word itself is very funny, Kachukuma. So when we have to tease someone, we say you are like a Kachukuma, and they start laughing. For example, in our US politicians, we have Mitch McConnell, right? Mitch McConnell can be called a Kachukuma. So, uh, Kuma, if you remove Kachukuma, Kachukuma means turtle. But if you remove the Kachu and just leave the Kuma, it becomes very cute. So, this is a set of three names yet. I know that you had placed an order for five, but here are the three. If you asked me to choose one, I would really, really love to have Tali, but I'm so attracted to Kuma as well. So just for these two names, I'll probably just buy two turtles. One will be called Kuma and the other one will be called Tali. So they'll be Tali and Kuma. Skyfrog says political, yes, a little bit. So now you have three options. I hope that these three would work. If you still need two more, then I will renew the order to say two more. Lisu says, catch the Kuma. Yes, Kuma. So not coma or not comma, Kuma. 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 Kuma, I thought was really cute. If you have a turtle that somebody says, what's its name? You say Kuma. That will be so fun. So where is Alcuin? Alcuin is noting them down. So Kuma is my first priority. Tali is another. I would have gotten another turtle to just name them these two. And then Lali. Trini says Kumar. No, Kumar. So these are not, of course, Kuma or Tali or Lali. Lali is kind of a nickname for girls or red things. But Kumar is a name. Bay Area Aquaria says, Mitch McConnell, oh my God, lol. Doxies are Cherokee word for turtle, doxy. The ladies wear turtle shell rattles on the legs for the old dances. Very interesting. Doxy. I'm getting that neck as well. Soon I'll be a Kachukuma too. John says CDC equals Kashukuma. So it is Kachukuma. Say so if it would be Kachu or HHU, Kachu, Kachu Kuma. This is actually Kachukuma is either Kachua. Kachua is Urdu for turtle. Kachukuma is Punjabi for turtle. The only Kuma is no word, but it is just too funny or cute actually. And then Tali. So tell us which one so far or more to come. Alcuin wrote something that I cannot read. So Kuma, Kairi, and Luffy. Kairi, Kairi. Kairi, yes. Kuma, Kairi, and Luffy. Kuma is nice. Tully would be nice too. Shrek and Fiona. Yes. Jean Oliveira says, named my kitty Tali. Pronounced the same way. Love the names. Thank you very much. Yeah, this Tali. We also have Tali. Tali is to clap. But so there is Tali. There has to be that little H in it. That is so funny. Yes, I love turtles. That was a funny video as well. Tali. So H. Tali. 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 Yes, Tali. So Alquin, Ramnik, hello. So I was actually going to make all the nice presentation and the pictures, but I didn't get time today. John says, how do you write Tali in Punjabi? So that's a funny thing. I do not know how to write Punjabi. I can probably show us how it is written, but then I cannot read it. So if I say Tali Punjabi, and interestingly, this Thali tree or Tali tree is also the tree of the Punjab state. It's their official tree, or Shisham tree. So it is trying to correct it to either table or thali. Thali is plate, but this is tali. Tali. You have to do this little tali. uh, Shisham tree Punjabi. So I have no idea how to write Punjabi, or even the Punjabi scripts. So these scripts, which are kind of Indian script, Hindi looking scripts, I cannot read and write them because I'm not from India. So I'm not exposed to these. But we speak Punjabi. Let's see. It may be here. So this is the neem tree, Margosa tree that I was talking about. Mango This is the one. So here, this tree is a tali tree. Uh-oh. Their server died. What happened? Uh-oh. I did something to their system. Okay, the server is dead. So no idea how to write it. Sorry. John Snyder says Tippy the turtle. That's a nice name too. I actually thought that this Kachu, so Kuma is also used in Urdu or Farsi language. There is a word expression called Kala Kuma. So it's not Kuma, but it is Kuma, which means to slash something into pieces. So it was funny for me to think about the turtle with the slashy things, and he's like just so slashy turtle Kuma. Alcuin seems to have found it. Stanley says, is Dr. B long COVID permanent? Most of the people, it actually they recover, but sometimes it just lingers on for a long time. So, for example, my wife, she has this for a year now. And when we got re-exposed last week or so, she, for a couple of days, she developed the paresthesias again, and then she recovered. So it would go away gradually. Some medicines can help it. Slam says, so you cannot read? No, I cannot read or write Punjabi. I can only write Urdu script. So I can write these words in Urdu, or I can read Farsi, but I cannot understand Farsi. Same for Arabic. I can read Arabic because I understand that script, but I cannot understand it. So the only language that I can read, write, and understand is Urdu in that script, or then somewhat English. But the languages that I speak are more. I just do not know how to read and write them. Thank you very much. Pa says raccoons are cute. So we get every evening, because we put some foods out there for our, not our cats, but the other cats. So raccoons come in the evening, and they're so funny that we go near them, they just lie down and act as if they're dead. Okay, to let go says, thank you. Because we were having fun with Alcuin's turtle names. Kuma, yes, Kuma. Okay, good. So this is where we are. Um, Kini says Alcuin is talking in tongues, typing in tongues. John Sarah says pet honey badger. Yes. So the Parth says draw a raccoon. Another time, Parth. Maybe next time. Mr. Green Dragon. So folks know I've been sitting here since the morning. I was actually first listening. It started 6 o'clock. And then I thought by noon, let's have the rest of it. And so I've been here since the morning. I would love to take a break. So Skyfrog says, how do you barbecue raccoons? Do you barbecue raccoons? I hope not. I love honey badgers. They are just so intense. Probably the most intense animals. So tell us, Skyfrog. I hope it's not actually barbecuing them. Alcuin drew the raccoon. So, Texas, do you have an armadillo? That will be so funny. Wikipedia versus UpToDate versus Medscape. I like UpToDate for clinical. Wikipedia just for a quick reference that you don't have to log in and go here and there, but then confirm that from books. UpToDate is good. Skyfrog says just joking. No, you're not joking. I know that you've been barbecuing raccoons. So CBY Carolina says named her Luna. Is moon in Spanish or maybe moon in Punjabi? Moon in Punjabi is Chand or Chanda. I do not know exactly. We know in Urdu we call it Chand. Cool. So the name exercise is done. That can come to a close if Alcuin chooses a name or we think more, two more. With this, thank you very much for today. Long day today, lots of interaction. Honey badgers eat cobras. Wow. They are intense. And here comes the naked people. More naked people. Do you know how these naked idiots do? So you can block the words containing various such words in them. You can block the messages, but you cannot block the names with the whatever words in it. So these people create bots that have the whole name with the full message in it. So you cannot block it in any way other than blocking the channel like now. So with this, thank you very much. Please like, subscribe, and share. Today's lecture goes to Alquin, and I would see you all tomorrow. There are some links in the description if you would like to support this work, the pet naming service. And I would see you tomorrow. Bye bye.